everybody! I'm here today to tell you why you should never let your car run out of gas. Now, some people try to let their car run out of gas as a little experiment, and if you do it once, it's probably not the worst thing, but bad things can still happen. And I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't do it and the bad result that can occur from letting it happen even only one time. Let's get right into the video. So here's the thing, your gas is stored in your gas tank. Obviously, you probably already knew that, okay? But just in case you didn't, your gas is stored in your gas tank, and that gas needs to make its way to your engine in some way. It needs to make its way to your engine through some piping, okay, and tubing. Now, the gas doesn't just magically make its way up there. It needs to be physically forced through the tubing into the engine. The component of the car, the part of the car that does that is called your fuel pump. Makes sense, right? It pumps the fuel. It's a fuel pump. It pumps the fuel. So you have your gas here in the gas tank. Your fuel pump pumps the fuel to your engine, and then your engine uses it to combust and create horsepower and rotate and so forth, okay? Now here's the thing, the gas that passes through the fuel pump actually lubricates the fuel pump. It lubricates the components of the fuel pump, okay? So as the gas passes through, it keeps the pump healthy. Now when you have a fuel pump and it is not getting any liquid going through it, well, guess what? It can get easily damaged and it can burn out really easily. So when you let your car run out of gas, this is what happens. The fuel pump is sucking the gas, it's pumping the gas, and then all of a sudden, it sucks air. It's pumping air. There's no more gas. You've run out of gas. So it's pumping air. That damages the fuel pump. It causes significant wear and tear on the fuel pump, and it can burn out the pump really quickly. Now, if you burn out your fuel pump, you're gonna have to replace it, which is expensive. Generally speaking, the pumps themselves are fairly expensive, and the labor is fairly expensive because of where they are located, okay? Now, with all of that being said, as long as you don't let your car run out of gas, you can avoid all of this. Now, I understand people wanna do experiments. They wanna know what happens if I literally just let my car run out of gas. What does it feel like? And I can understand that because I like experimenting as well. However, you should know that when you run that experiment, you run the risk of damaging your fuel pump or even burning it out and breaking it completely, okay? So just understand that, you know, if you do it once, you run that risk. If you do it 5 times, the risk is even greater. If you do it 10 times, the risk is massive. I know people that run their car until it literally runs out of gas very often, just because they want to like get rid of all the bad gas in the car. That's not a great idea. You might be getting rid of just a little bit of like the stuff at the bottom of the gas tank, but you're causing so much damage, the potential for so much damage. So that's why you should never let your car run out of gas. If you do it, your fuel pump, just like if you can imagine a pool pump that's pumping out water from a pool, it's meant to run, the motor's meant to run in the liquid. If it runs with the air, it's you know, imagine you get a vacuum cleaner, you plug up the front of the vacuum cleaner, you hear that vacuum cleaner just, it's like screaming because it's just suffocating almost. That's the equivalent of what you're doing to your fuel pump, okay? A vacuum cleaner won't last long if you've plugged the end of it. Your fuel pump won't last long if it's sucking up air. It's as simple as that. That is why you should never let your car run out of gas. And that's it. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.